In this tutorial, I will show you how to create and animate the escalator. Let's start by adding a low poly cube, scale it down on the x-axis and change the color to dark gray. Duplicate it, scale it down from the front, select the two cubes and add an array modifier. Move everything to the left, increase the X count, duplicate the first cube and move it out of the array. Duplicate it again and move it to the left a little bit. Join the two together and change the color to yellow. Validate the array modifier and join everything. Mirror on the X-axis, left to right. While the symmetry on, move the two parts away from each other. Mask one of the long cubes and split it. Duplicate it, move it to the middle. Rejoin the cube that we split. Adjust the position and join everything. Add a low poly cube, scale it up and change the color to gray. Now the first step of the escalator is ready. Add array modifier, change the offset Z to 1 and increase the count Z. Rotate the cube 45 degrees, then rotate the array modifier 45 degrees. Increase the count Z to 40. Duplicate the cube and move it out of the array modifier. Split the yellow cube and delete the rest of it. Change the color to light gray. Scale it up on the X-axis and move it to the side. Mask the bottom and move it up. Clear the mask, move it to the front and mask the bottom again. Move it to the back and raise it up. Clear the mask, now mask the bottom vertices and the lower and upper parts. Move it up and clear the mask. Duplicate it, scale it down on the X-axis and move it up. Adjust the shape to make the side glass panels. Duplicate it, use the same method to make the rubber part. Change the material opacity of the glass. Add a cylinder. Rotate it and scale it up. Move the cylinder until the middle of the cylinder touch the glass panel. Scale it down on the X-axis to match the size. Now duplicate it. Adjust the hole size to match the rubber. Validate the two cylinders. Change the material opacity of the first cylinder. Enable local Z symmetry and move it on the Z axis. Do the same for the other cylinder. Use the trim tool to cut the two cylinders. Duplicate the gray part and use the mask and the gizmo to shape this part. duplicate it and move it to the other side of the escalator. Do the same for the 2 cylinders. Now mirror the side parts on the word x-axis. Adjust the camera and save the view. Select the side parts and add a group to clean the scene. Now duplicate this part, move it out of the array. Change the color to light gray. Mask one side of the vertices and move the other side. Clear the mask. Adjust the position. Duplicate it and move it to the other side of the escalator. Add a cube, move it up. And scale it up on the y-axis to cover the rest of the steps. Change the color to match the sky. Now validate the array modifier. Disable the align button and rotate the pivot 45 degrees. Add a layer and move the stairs on the z-axis. Now back to the saved view and use the layer slider to move the escalator. Experiment with different lights and backgrounds. And to animate the escalator on full screen, hold the layer slider and use the keyboard hotkey to minify the UI.